Welcome children. Today motion and print I am starting for Cbse board students. Those are appearing for within 2 years. They are appearing for AIEEE or NEET. This is very important chapter, motion chapter. I am giving elementary idea on vector. You do trace on numericals. So what is the vector? You know physical quantity that is measurable quantity, two types, vector and scalar. Vector and scalar quantity. Vector quantity means direction part, magnitude part, and it will follow the law of vector addition. Triangle law of vector addition, it will follow triangle law of vector additions. As for example, distance, speed, watt, power, all are scalar quantity, but vector quantity having displacement, velocity, acceleration, force, momentum, electric field, magnetic field, so many quantities are vector quantities. Now my elementary question is, how can we represent a vector? First of all, representation part. Vector by unit vector are represented in parts that you draw an arrow north. Suppose it is 5 cm, you write down 1 cm equal to 1 Newton. That means this is the vector represented by geometrical method. One is the head part, other is the tail part. Length of the line will give the magnitude, that is 5 cm you have drawn, that is 1 cm equal to 1 Newton. So this is the 5 Newton force acting towards the north. This is this representation of vector by geometrical method. But children, we are introducing some numericals, that means by unit vectors. That is very important. Unit vector means you are using I cap, J cap and K cap. These are three basic unit vectors we are representing. Suppose any displacement vector or position vector can be written like this: I, X, J, Y, K, Z. Now this is the position vector. I stands for direction along the x-axis. That means one vector you consider along the x-axis having magnitude 1, J magnitude 1 along the y-axis and K magnitude 1. Hence it is called unit vector along the z-axis. Now this vector represented by unit vectors. Now if I want to calculate the magnitude part, then that is the magnitude of r vector will give you take the square root and you write down x square, y square and z square. That means when you are going to calculate the magnitude of a vector, what will you do? First you take the square root, then components of I along I direction, components along y direction and component z direction, you square and add. Now any vector divided by its magnitude will give you another unit vector along the direction of r. Along the direction of r. R vector. So what I have done today, I have told physical quantity, that is measurable quantity, classified in two groups, vector and scalar. Vector definitions should have the physical quantity having direction, magnitude, and it will follow the law of triangle, law of vector addition. Now this can be represented by, I have already told you, by geometrical method. You draw a line, give one arrow will give the direction and length of the line will give you the magnitude. Now I, J, K, three unit vectors. Now position vector r is represented by unit vector Ix, J, Y, K, Z. That means along the x direction you are getting x displacement, along the y direction y displacement, along the z direction z displacement. Now if I want to calculate the magnitude of this vector, then you take the square root, take each component and make it square and add them. Now any vector divided by its magnitude will give the unit vector along the direction of the given vector. So direction I have told you. Now question is, what is the children, what is the next question coming? That is the how I get the direction of cosines. Now r vector already I have told you, r equal to I, X, J, A, Y and K, A, Z. Now direction of cosines means this vector this vector makes angle alpha, beta, gamma with x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. In that case, you can write cos alpha equal to x by root over r, cos gamma, cos beta, alpha beta gamma, cos beta equal to, with axis alpha beta beta equal to y by magnitude of vector r, and cos gamma is coming, that is z by magnitude of r. So sometimes a vector will be given and you will asked to calculate the direction of cosine. So direction of cosine means three-dimensional vector making some angle with the x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Suppose this corresponding angle are alpha, beta, gamma, you are getting the cos alpha x by capital R, cos beta equal to y by capital R and cos gamma equal to z by capital R. Children, you always remember theoretical part in 11. From my experience as a physics teacher, I am telling you that you complete the syllabus theoretical part as early as possible and you write down the all formula, and you give test too much on numericals, because when you are applying for any IIT or AITPL or NEET or any KBPA exam, then they will ask you to calculate the numericals, because if you are strong in solving numericals, that means your understanding level is very quality high. Now this I have told you vector by unit vectors, I have told you magnitude part, I have told you direction of cosine, I have told you. Now addition and subtraction. Suppose there are two vectors given to you. Suppose there are two vectors. I have told you vector by unit vectors, magnitude and direction, I have cosine, I have told you. Now I am going to addition and subtraction concept. Now addition and subtraction concept. Addition and subtraction, you are getting addition and subtraction concept. How to add and subtract two vectors, that is very important. Basic things I am going to teach you. After that, rectangular components I am telling you. Suppose to vector addition. Suppose I am going to calculate addition. Suppose R is a vector, A is a vector. You write down AX, JAY, KAZ. Children, already I have told R. You write down instead of X, you write down RX, JRY, KRZ. Then direction of cosine will be cos alpha equal to Rx by magnitude of R. Cos beta will be Ry by R, and cos gamma will be Rz by R. Most probably I have told you X, but it is better you write down Rx, because you are considering since R vector, so it is better for you to write down Rx. Rx is the component of R along the x-axis, Ry is the component of R along the y-axis, and Rz is the component of R along the z-axis. Now magnitude part of R will be root over Rx square plus Ry square plus Rz square. That is the magnitude part. Now any vector divided by its magnitude will give unit vector. So R by R mod will give the unit vector along the direction of R. Now children, this is the vector. B is another vector, IBX, JBY, KBZ. Then if you add, so only C addition will give you another vector A plus B, So you consider only ax, bx, j part will be ay, by, and k part will be az, bz. Now, if you subtract, then it will be minus. Okay, it will be minus. So when plain addition, but when a vector, suppose a is the vector, you multiply lambda, that is a real number, then a magnitude part will be lambda times, but direction will remain unchanged. In that case, what will happen? Magnitude will be lambda times, but direction is same. Clear? Direction is equivalent vectors. One vector may be 2 times, 3 times, 4 times of a given vector if they are lying on a plane. So I should say that lambda a, any real number multiplied vector, only magnitude part will lambda times, but always remember that direction remain unchanged. So this is the topic rectangular now I am going to rectangular components. You see rectangular components. Rectangular components of vector. So this is the I direction, x direction, and that is y, j. This is a vector a making some theta with the x axis. Now along this direction, x direction, there is a component ax, along y direction component ay. Now from figure it is clear that ax by a equal to cos theta. So ax equal to a cos theta, that is the horizontal component, very important component part. Whenever so many vectors are given, component will help you so many areas. Now similarly ay will be a sin theta. That is the one is the rectangular components in the sense that these are sides of a rectangle, x and y. The angle is 90 degree. But children always remember, sometimes theta may be given with a vertical, then it will be sin theta will be cos theta will be sin theta. Now I have taught you rectangular components. After that, numericals I am not doing now. I am going to triangle law. After that, two numericals I shall solve. My target is to give trace on numericals in 11-12, so that children, those are following my channel, they will get lot of benefits from this channel. Those are thinking to appear for any competitive exam like AIEEE or NEET or IIT. So numericals part will help you to develop your analytical level in that subject. So give trace on numericals. So I shall what I shall do, first I shall complete the whole theory, then I shall give trace on numericals. So those are interested in my channel and those are thinking that this channel are helping them, so they should subscribe my channel and they encourage me to do a lot of good things for them. Now I am doing triangle law, very important law. Sometimes I have seen this problem set on this triangle law. Video number 2 I shall complete the theory part of the vector concept. Next tomorrow, I am expecting tomorrow or Sunday, I shall complete the parallelogram law of vector addition, dot product and cross product. That is very important. And I shall do some numericals. Three lectures I do on this topic. Now see, I am doing triangle law. Suppose there is a two vector, A is a vector. What is the triangle law? A is a vector. Now B is another vector. B is another vector. Now if you want to calculate the resultant, then what will you do? Resultant, you will get the resultant means you are getting how? First you bring the B with head part of A added with the tail part of B. Suppose it is AB, it is BC. BC vector B is brought A. Clear? So when you are shifting B to add with A, always you shift parallelly and length will remain same. Otherwise direction will change or magnitude will change. Now according to triangle law, if these two sides represents two sides of a triangle taken in the same order direction wise, then to complete the triangle in reverse order will give the resultant. So resultant vector will be the third side taken in reverse order. If it is a clockwise, take it anti-clockwise, then R vector will be, resultant vector will be A plus B. Again I am telling two vectors are given A and B. Now with head part of A added with the tail part of B. Now if these two sides represents two sides of a triangle taken in the same order, then to complete the triangle you are using third side taken in reverse order will give you the resultant. So this is very important, triangle law. They will ask you to what is the triangle law. You state the triangle law from your book and you try to understand the triangle law. Another law is the polygon law. Polygon law means so many vectors are there, A, suppose B, then C, then D, then complete the polygon, you take another of E. Now it is A, it is B. So this diagonal will be A plus B, then this diagonal will be A plus B plus C, then it will be A plus then equal to A plus A vector plus D vector plus C vector plus D vector. So these are the important polygon law, triangle law, and law of parallelogram, law of vector addition, cross product, dot product. I am coming one by one. And projection. Now today I am doing some numericals on projection. So projection of a vector along the another vector is very important. I am giving one numericals. Through these numericals I shall teach you how to take the projection of a vector along the given direction of a vector. At the same time how component is helping you to give the displacement. Suppose I am doing the two numericals and you see how I am doing the numericals. Suppose the vector is given A, numerical 1, it is a joint level or need level question I am giving. It is a question for NEET or AITPL, this type of question set. AITPL. What is the AITPL? What is there? A is a vector. I should not do the problem 3i plus 2j. B is another vector I plus j. Question is take projection of A along B. Take projection of A along B. Clear? This is the question. How will do? First to draw, this is A, suppose it is A. This is the direction of B, unit vector to consider, that is the direction of B. B vector by magnitude of B vector. Now if you draw perpendicular, then projection is A cos theta. A cos theta. But theta is not given. So here that answer will be A cos theta. You give bracket into n. Because what is the n cap means you are taking the direction along the B mod, B vector by B mod. So A cos theta, how can you break in the bracket? You see, you can write A B cos theta by B mod. Complete. Then n cap. Now AB cos theta in the long, when you will understand next class, A dot B by B mod into n cap. So A dot B will be, you see, A dot B will be 3 plus 2 next class I am teaching you I plus j by root 2 and b dot b magnitude is coming root 2. So it is coming 5 by 2 I plus j. Now this a dot b, how to calculate a dot b, next video I am telling you to you follow my next video, and next video cross product idea will will given to you. So this way you do. Again I am telling, need question, a is a vector given, b is another vector given, take projection of a along b. First you check along the b you are going, so you consider a unit vector along the direction of b, that is a b unit vector. Now component is a cos theta, so answer will be a cos theta and n unit vector. Now a cos theta into b multiply and divided by b, you are getting n unit vector. That means ab cos theta by b, a dot b by b equal to n, so you are getting the pi by 2 plus I plus j. Okay, that means it is clear for you. This is very important sum, those are appearing for in competitive world. This is very important sum for them. This question, some papers you will follow how to take projection of a vector along the given vector. Next I am giving how to calculate displacement. Problem number 2. When my chapter will be completed, I shall do 5 numericals and 5 theory each video. Video will be near about 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Otherwise syllabus cannot be completed. So you keep patience to go through my video. I hope you will get benefit. Suppose a particle going along east 10 meter, then northeast means north and east 45 degree, 5 meter. Our particle is going towards east, how much I have told, east 10 meter. Suppose towards east it is 10 meter, then northeast 5 meter. Northeast means with east along the north 45 degree. Now this type of problem, what is the displacement? Initial position A and final position B. Clear? Then displacement is AB. AB is the displacement. AB is the displacement. So how can you calculate AB? That is very important. You cannot calculate AB because this AB you cannot calculate. AB is R vector equal, you cannot calculate because it is very difficult. Now this angle is given. So it is better for you to take component. You take the 5 meter component along the vertical direction. You take the component of 5 meter. That is, it is the 5 sine 45 degree. And that side 5 cos 45 degree. Then you apply. So total displacement along the east is 10 plus 5. Along east total displacement how much you are getting? 10 plus 5 cos 45, it is known, and vertical 5 sin 45. Now easily you can calculate the hypotenuse, that is the Pythagoras theorem apply, you are getting the answer. When I am doing the numericals, children, I am not doing numericals on the board. It is not good methodology or good for those are doing the teachers doing the numericals and they copy in their notebook. They will not get chance in a competitive exam until they interact with the teacher. They will not understand. So I shall give numericals. I shall give you some data, and after that I should ask you some question on the physics part. Once the physics understanding is clear against the numericals, I think you will get easily you can solve the problem. So you try to develop your interaction level. don't copy the sum and answer, don't give trace on answer, you give trace on physics part. What is the physics part of the problem? In that problem only two numericals I have done. I have told one particle going is 10 meter, after that north is 5 meter. Directly you cannot find out the displacement. So what you will do, this 5 meter displacement can be resolved along the x-axis and along the y-axis. The total displacement as a vector method you are getting along x-axis 10 plus 5 cos 45, and along the y-axis, that is along the z-axis, you are getting. So in vector method total displacement along the x-axis 10 plus something you are getting, along y-axis, that is along z-axis, you are getting 5 sin 45 degree. After that vector method you calculate the displacement and take its magnitude. Easily you can obtain. If they ask you what is the direction, then vertical part, and this is horizontal part, tan theta equal to vertical component by horizontal component. So in that case, if the displacement is tan alpha, so you write down ry component by rx component. Then alpha equal to tan inverse ry by rx. So okay, good night to all my beloved children, dearest one. Children, if you think that my channel gradually helping you, so that you will get extra benefit, you are getting so many areas you are taking help from physics. My target, those are very weak, or those are not getting confidence in the subjects, I shall try my level best to do something for them. So if my channel is helpful for them, please do subscribe and share and give like to, so that I can be encouraged to do better for you. Thank you.